Read This, the book review show, featuring book reviews, author interviews, and more. Welcome to Read This, the book review show. I'm one of your hosts, Patrick Morgan.
And I'm your other host, Connor Kelly-Iding.
First up, racial divides, the American identity, and questions of the spirit run deep through the consciousness of our nation. Often dark and brutal, but at times cathartic and beautiful, these primal dramas haunt us always. But Floyd Merrill, professor, globetrotter, and author, has managed to tackle the intricacies of this complex condition in his three-part epic, the Matthew Matt Trilogy.
The scope and depth of these books is really breathtaking, starting with Volume 1, Finding Himself, from New Mexico to the Sierra Madre and back.
Here we first meet Matthew, the son of an Anglo father and Mexican mother. Charged by God, our young hero sets out across the desert, a Southwest prophet on a holy mission to spread the gospel to the indigenous Tarahumaras of North Chihuahua, Mexico.
Our visionary hero sets off, leaving behind his family and his sweetheart, all he has ever known, to walk like Christ through the desert on a mythic journey of adventure and awakening. Hitchhiking, wandering, and finding his way, Matthew reaches the Copper Canyon and makes his new life with the locals. Working beside his brethren throughout the long, hot days, Matthew spends his nights in deep conversation with the people, sharing and learning the ways of the world. But on his return home, Matthew is tried and tested, his new consciousness set before the very nature of existence, and the meaning of his transformation brought into question.
The real power of Finding Himself, the first volume of the Matthew Matt Trilogy, is this poetic dilemma between the internal and the eternal world, and the external, the land, the slings and arrows of life itself. And Floyd Merrill captures this with such precision and grace, drawing on his own personal knowledge of the environment and its inhabitants. The characters he paints, the language, the philosophy, it all rings true, but still manages to contain a mythic profundity, a perpetual undercurrent of spiritual awakening throughout the book. Do you like to go to the movies and watch the coming attractions? Do you decide what looks good and what you want to see? Then check out the world of video trailers, where we do the same thing for books. Our trailers feature a script written to showcase your narrative, recorded by professional voiceover artists, and then produced by our video directors, using music and state-of-the-art visuals and effects. Let us bring your book to life, literally, and show it to an audience that is millions strong and growing. In fact, every day, over 100 million Americans watch online video, and over 60% of book buyers shop and buy online. Video book trailers are becoming the way to reach this audience. Get in on this growing trend and treat your book like the Hollywood blockbuster it is. For more information, visit us at authormarketingideas.com or email jessica@authormarketingideas.com and get your trailer started.
The second installment of the Matthew Matt Trilogy, Looking Glass Killer, takes us into even darker territory. Following the exploits of Lucia and Mike, two Las Cruces homicide detectives, Looking Glass Killer is a bloody and bizarre investigation into the psyche of a psychopath. With each killing comes a new set of puzzles, riddles, and wholly irrational insignia, the marks of a twisted but brilliant mind. As pieces begin to fall into place, grim allusions to Alice in Wonderland and other Lewis Carroll tropes reveal an unsettling groundwork to the grisly deaths. But with every one of Mike and Lucia's breakthroughs, the killer mocks their efforts with further paradox, burrowing his way into their lives and their minds.
Looking Glass Killer, as the second volume of the Matthew Matt Trilogy, brings author Floyd Merrill's grasp of psychology and the secret perversions of human nature to the forefront. A thrilling novel, Merrill continues to explore the themes of awakening and transformation through a paradigm of intellect and violence. Looking Glass Killer plumbs the depths of cultural consciousness, dissecting the nature of communication and identity in a gripping tour de force of literary brilliance.
We end the Matthew Matt trilogy with The Dilemma, Who is Matt? The complex and cathartic finale to this spellbinding triptych. Matthew, our enduring hero, has become a creative and enterprising retail produce manager at one of the largest supermarkets in the country. His innovation, ingenuity, and passionate instincts gain him laurels and accolades, an accomplishment worthy of pride and a deep sense of self-worth. And yet, Matthew finds himself ever haunted by the specter of identity itself. His bicultural heritage a gauntlet of history, social expectations, and cognitive dissonance in the modern American age.
And picking up on themes from Finding Himself and Looking Glass Killer, the internal and external collide when existence itself is confronted. A plague of traumas assail Matthew, culminating in the death of his wife. But throughout his journey and in the face of tragedy, Matthew has discovered that he has the power to resolve his dilemmas, to wrestle the angel, to find himself. Life, he realizes, a meandering, rippling, fluctuating, emerging presence. It is not a matter of finding yourself in it, but recreating yourself as you flow along with it.
It is with this revelation that the Matthew Matt trilogy finds cohesion and spiritual resonance, an epic, legendary series of novels that are breathtaking in their own right, but taken together represent a monumental awakening, a reader's journey to self-understanding and an understanding of the world. Finding Himself, From New Mexico to the Sierra Madre and Back, Looking Glass Killer, The Dilemma, Who is Matt? The Matthew Matt trilogy. Read this.
And don't go away, we'll be right back with more reviews right after this.
Welcome to Author Marketing Ideas. AMI was founded to empower authors to market their work to its fullest potential. We work with today's authors, the self-published, the digital, those ready to take the next step in promotion, ready to embrace innovation and reinvent the wheel. The tools are available. Enhanced author websites, digital and mobile ready, video book trailers, social media, press releases with embedded video, and we are available to teach and assist to create a customized marketing strategy, because each author and every book is a unique creation. Market your work. Go local, go global, go viral. Ready? Then visit us at authormarketingideas.com and get a free digital footprint evaluation. Your digital footprint is what we call the size and shape of your online presence, and that's crucial to marketing success. We'll analyze and pinpoint your areas of strength and weakness and make recommendations. So check us out at authormarketingideas.com.
Next up, Musings. Now, there are certain hardships and tragedies that rise against us in life, depleting, debilitating, almost irreconcilable. For some, it destroys them. For others, though, it gives them strength. For Margaret Elaine Elgin, it was not only strength she discovered, but poetry.
A prolific writer since the age of 4, Miss Elgin has managed to marry her adept skill with her deep emotional consciousness, giving us Musings, her first book of poetry.
The style is honest, often brutal, and always beautiful. A confession and a revelation, the selections draw on profound traumas the author has suffered, the realization she has gained through them, and an almost cosmic understanding of the human condition. The poetry is stark and evocative, an invitation into Miss Elgin's inner world through language that is naked, glowing, and cuts like a knife.
Musings opens with this stanza, a hauntingly blunt expression of the author's wounded heart and fiery soul. I'd like to say I survived the stroke just fine, and nothing was ruined. Everything was divine. But these people hurt me. They have hurt me very badly in the past, and they refuse to acknowledge it, like such things don't last. I'm angry. So angry. I wish I were dead. With so much anger, I'm scared of myself instead.
This is the kind of poetry that takes no prisoners, that does not try to mask the meaning in pretentious turns of phrase. Nothing is obfuscated or held back. Right away, the reader is challenged, forced to confront the nature of tragedy and the jagged edges of life's imperfections. Miss Elgin throws down the gauntlet, exposing herself, and in so doing asks the reader to follow suit, to explore his or her own personal history, to see the dark in the light, but also the light in the dark. A lyric journey through the whole scope of human emotions.
Musings is what poetry should be. Intimate yet confrontational, bestial yet holy, tragic and yet beautiful. Truly, this book captures the essence of what it means to suffer and what it means to live.
Musings by Margaret Elaine Elgin. Read this. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. We'll have more episodes coming your way very shortly.
Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for our next show. And for information on how to have your book reviewed, email Ellen at authormarketingideas.com.